All right, so next up in our round of coaching grade hires for the 2024 coaching carousel and cycle, today we are at Curt Cignetti in Indiana. Formerly at James Madison, Curt Cignetti comes to Indiana to replace Tom Allen. So let's go ahead and look into Curt Cignetti a little bit. First impressions, though, I think this is a good hire from the get. Instantly an upgrade from Tom Allen. No offense to him, but Curt Cignetti has been a winner. We're going to look at his stats in particular in a second, but has been a winner everywhere he's gone. Also has some recruiting ties that we're going to get into that you don't know about. He did recruit for Saban a while back. He was at Alabama as the recruiting coordinator way back when. So this guy knows his way around the recruiting cycle. So I think this is going to be a huge hire for Indiana. All right, so let's go and look at it a little bit more. All right, so I'm going to try to highlight this for you. All right, so at James Madison, as you can see, he was 52-9. Great record at James Madison. Has had them in the top 25 the last couple of years, at least borderline in their first 2 years in the FBS. All right, 853 win percentage. Pretty tremendous record right there. And not just at James Madison, he's also won everywhere else he's been. All right, so if you can see right here, try to highlight it for you. If you can see right here, all right, the blue mark. Oh, my bad. My face is in the way. I'm sorry. All right, if you can see the blue mark right there, or gray mark on your screen, whatever it is. All right, so 119-35 all-time as a career head coach. Pretty great record right there, and I think this is a good hire for Indiana. Like I said, .773 winning percentage, pretty impressive there. Like I said, he's done tremendous work at James Madison, and he's really just won everywhere he's been. All right, I'm going to try to get you to this like I was talking about at Alabama as well. Let's see. Here you go. Should be able to see it on your screen. All right, so he helped Alabama get the nation's #1 recruiting class when he was the recruiting coordinator at Alabama. So not only can he win ball games as a coach, that's half the battle. Half the battle is being a good coach. The other half the battle is recruiting. So he can recruit, and really the way the transfer portal is going at Indiana, you're going to have to be able to recruit. You're going to have to be able to bring in your guys, sell them on, hey, you're a Hoosier now, let's get to work. And sell them on, we're going to stay at Indiana. We're going to build from the ground up. You're going to come in early, have success. And let's go win all 3 years here. Let's go ahead and look at the recruiting cycle for him this year. All right, so as far as recruiting is concerned, all right, looks like they're number 55 in their recruiting rankings, not the best, but 26th in the transfer portal. Okay, so nowadays you got to do both. You got to hit in the transfer portal and you got to recruit. You're not going to be able to just do both. I mean, you're not going to just be able to do one of them, okay? So, for example, Colorado loaded up on the transfer portal, but you're going to eventually have to start bringing in some recruits. So, I like the class he has here, but didn't get a full year, didn't get a full year of recruiting to bring all these guys in. But he also brought in some nice transfers. Let's go ahead and get into it here. All right, recruiting-wise, you got 1 4-star, bringing in a 4-star quarterback. Always good to have a pretty good quarterback. And then also bringing in a ton of 3-stars here. Not bad. The 33rd ranked corner in the nation. Not bad at all. 46th ranked offensive tackle in the nation. So some pretty good gets here. But I want to focus on here the recruiting cycle from the transfer portal. All right, so some of these names you might not recognize. You got a bunch of 3-star guys. You got a couple 4-stars, though. 4-star lineman from Wisconsin. But the main one I want to focus on here is Curtis Rourke. All right, Ohio quarterback. And he put up some tremendous stats at Ohio. I'm going to pull these up for you here. All right, so at Ohio, let me pause that so I don't get copyrighted. All right, so at Ohio, as you can see here, this year, he's won a ton of ball games at Ohio for one, but he's also put up a ton of stats. All right, I'm going to try to scroll down so you can see it. All right, this year alone and last year, over 2,000 yards. Last year threw for over 3,000. This year threw for over 2,000. 25 touchdowns last season. Pretty good get here for the quarterback position for Indiana. Haven't really had a stable, good quarterback since Michael Penix Jr. transferred out to Washington. But I think this is a huge get for Indiana here. And I really like the guys he's brought in so far. I think instantly, like I said, an upgrade. Instantly can turn it around a little bit. I don't know how much you can turn around with the new look Big Ten. It's going to be pretty tough. But maybe eventually you can kind of scrap for that last playoff spot. Lose 3 games, but have an argument that, hey, we're better than this team out of the, ACC that has 2 losses, something like that. But first instincts, first impressions here, I'm going to give this hire an A. I think it's a really good hire, and I'm curious to see what Cignetti can do at Indiana. What grade would you give this hire? What do you make of the fit here with Curt Cignetti at Indiana? Let me know. Comment down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe.